Hello everyone, and this is my review for WWE NXT on August 26, 2015, and I'm actually going to be very brief with most of the matches tonight because I won't say they were bad by any stretch, but they weren't really what the main focal point of the show was. But let's go ahead and start with those right off the bat. You had the 8-man tag with the Hype Bros, Zack Ryder, Mojo Rawley but teaming up with Enzo and Big Cass, going up against Jason Jordan, Chad Gable, Dawson, and Wilder. First of all, great pop for Enzo and Cass there, and probably very much expected to get that kind of a pop. They were they had obviously filmed this before the NXT special had gone on because they're still in the Barclays Center for that one. The match from it, actually pretty good 8-man tag team match. Good kind of ring psychology, tag team type psychology going on here, and that was one good thing going on throughout that. And then you got your high spots in there as well. Them doing the spot with Enzo flying out of the ring and everything. They kind of all got their spots in there. So overall, pretty good match. Nothing too crazy in the end. Hopefully, kind of sets up something with the tag team tournament that they're doing with the American Dream, or the Dusty Memorial Tournament, tag team tournament that they're coming up with here soon. So hopefully that kind of plays into it for a little bit as well. You had Eva Marie going up against Carmella. The biggest problem I have with Eva Marie right now, what she does in the ring is okay. It's not anything bad, but there's no fluidity. There's no real fluidity in the movement and everything in that sense. Even going into the finisher, that the sliced bread number 2 isn't supposed to be walk up the ropes. It's supposed to be run up the ropes, or at least that's how pretty much everyone else had done it. So it's not like the fluidity needs to get in there a little bit better. But overall, not a horrible match with her and Carmella, but still very slow paced, and you got to telegraph each move with her at this point in time, and hopefully that changes down the road. Bull Dempsey made his return, or re-debut, with the whole bull fit and everything in that aspect. I like the gimmick that they're coming up with him for everything. With the whole bull fit, trying to get himself back in the shape and everything. Pretty good return match, kind of just it was kind of a ho-hum match, but nothing too spectacular. But an okay match in that sense. And then they had the Fatal 4-Way with Dana Brooke, Emma, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte. First of all, I wasn't too big of a fan of this Fatal 4-Way. Mostly because it felt more like it should have been a tornado tag. Because throughout most of the match, it felt like it was a tornado tag. It's probably what it should have been, honestly. It felt like that because you had Charlotte and Becky teaming up against them, and then you had the two of them teaming up against Charlotte and Becky. That's how most of the match ended up going. And you got a few small spots where it was kind of everyone for themselves. You could also tell that they botched the finish of this match. That Becky was supposed to kick out there. And that was mostly just because of how they did everything after the match, with them with Charlotte, doing a whole pin moment with Emma there. So more than likely they were thinking Charlotte was originally gonna win the match, but it kind of got messed up and Emma pinned Becky. So they might just play off of that for a little bit. Honestly, they probably could, and we'll see where they go with that down the road. But the matches weren't, like I said, the matches weren't also the main point of the show. They were, basically showing people who were going to be in the whole Memorial Tournament for the Memorial Tag Team title, or not Tag Team title, but just Tag Team Tournament here. Like, you had Baron Corbin, they announced Rhino, The Ascension, Adrian Neville was in there. You had a couple backstage promos with that. And then you got a lot of backstage promos with almost everybody from the from the NXT special, and they were showing off a lot of what happened at the NXT special and everything in that sense. So all in all, like it kind of recapped everything, and they did it well. That's what I liked. It was like an older style recap show where they would recap everything that was happening and kind of give slow motion or somewhat of still shots and everything like that. And then followed by an interview, because those guys weren't going to actually be on the show in the terms of in the arena. So I liked that aspect of it. So for NXT this week, relatively good show. The matches weren't too bad, though. In the end, the Fatal 4-Way was botched in the end, so that does give it a big knock there, the fact that they botched the finish of the match itself. But overall, an okay show. I liked the promos afterwards, though a couple of them felt like they were kind of red, in a way, or at least it felt like it. But in the end, I like the Bayley one, having her family come in there. Finn Balor's was pretty good. I like Kevin Owens' reaction. Same with Samoa Joe in there with his promo. So overall, decent promos afterwards, and the recapping of what happened at the NXT special. A couple decent matches in there. So overall, an okay show this week for NXT. So that is my review for WWE NXT, everyone. And I thank you guys for watching.